Hey guys, Natalie here, and we're back from the YouTube video. Today we have Deadpool from Marvel Comics versus the Reaper from Overwatch. If you enjoy this video, make sure to dislike and subscribe. We'll be using comics version, like the mainline comics version of Deadpool. Although I will get into what happens if you use the live action version at the end of this video. So yeah, let's just get right into it. For strength attack potency, the Reaper is able to trade blows with Soldier 76 and was even able to one-shot him with Hellfire gunshots. And Soldier 76 is comparable to Genji, who is able to fight Doomfist, who is able to create a large crater, quite easily. And this crater, in order to replicate, you need around half a ton of TNT, which would be enough to destroy a small build, or just a building. As for Deadpool, meanwhile, he was able to fight Daredevil, who could beat Spider-Man in combat. This is the same Spider-Man who could destroy 2 tanks in a single swing, equaling out to around 3.2 tons of TNT, or enough to destroy a large building. So, while it is close, I think it is quite clear that, Deadpool would have the edge here in terms of strength. As for speed, and Reaper was able to draw bead from Tracer, who is capable of dodging missiles at around 15,000 miles per hour. Meanwhile, for Deadpool, we can use the same scaling chain we used for his strength to say he's comparable to Spider-Man, who was capable of, with his spider sense, capable of perceiving beams of light. So it would at least put him around relativistic to the speed of light, which is much, much faster than what Tracer could ever, or the Reaper could ever, replicate. So yeah, Deadpool was much faster than Reaper. As for durability, and Reaper was appeared to be completely unfazed by any of Soldier 76's attack, so therefore then he should scale to his attack potency when it comes to durability, meaning he has around building level durability. Meanwhile, for Deadpool, he was capable of surviving being sent into a concrete wall, and with the crater large enough to destroy a small building. So while it is quite impressive in terms of physical durability, the Reaper does have the edge. Of course, both have regenerative abilities, so it is kind of hard to scale this, but we'll get to that when we get to the abilities. For abilities, weaponry, and techniques, Reaper has, weapons mastery and is a master martial artist. He's a master of stealth and should have adaptation from the point of view of he went through the same super soldier program as Soldier 76, so therefore he should have the same ability to adapt to harsh climates. He has regeneration, he can create weapons and negate regeneration. He has self-healing, has smoke manipulation with smoke bombs. He has intangibility, teleportation, explosion manipulation, can fly, and has resistance to sleep manipulation. Meanwhile, for Deadpool, he is quite acrobatic and create after images. He can of course regenerate himself and is a master martial artist and weapons master himself. He has vehicular mastery and stealth mastery, and he can break the fourth wall. He has social influencing, meaning he can influence people around him quite easily. He knows the pressure points of the human body and how to exploit them. He has explosion manipulation, temperature manipulation, light manipulation via his flashbangs, fire manipulation via his napalm bombs, smoke manipulation via smoke grenades, KO gas pellets. He has enhanced senses. He has deconstruction with the Chitauri hand cannon. He has existence erasure with a gun that snuffs out their opponents along with their past self. Sound manipulation by producing, just large bursts of sound. He has a teleportation device, a hologram projector, and has resistance to memory manipulation, poison manipulation, madness manipulation, mind manipulation, telepathy, petrification, instant death manipulation, the cold, limited biological manipulation, and of course he has his 2 katanas and pistols. So for his more versatile, I think it's clear Deadpool has, got the versatility over Reaper. In terms of the best weaponry, I think overall it's quite, debatable, but in general, Deadpool having a gun that can erase someone from existence and their past self is pretty overpowered. For his, the better abilities though, again, I'm more leaning towards Deadpool. Yeah, Reaper being able to negate regeneration and being able to go intangible, regenerate himself and teleport is all really fantastic, but besides the regeneration nullification, Deadpool could do all those things too, and of course become intangible. But even then, Deadpool can get around regeneration nullification with his, existence erasure, so we'll probably end up giving the abilities, weaponry, and versatility points all to Deadpool. As for weaknesses, and Reaper cannot attack while in Wraith form. He is somewhat cocky and sadistic, and the teleportation ability appears to have a short channeling time, leaving him open. His Death Blossom attack can also be neutralized by stunning him mid-attack. As for Deadpool, meanwhile, he's highly mentally unstable and prone to violent outbursts, due to little being without really even being provoked. But obviously for us, the worst weakness, I think it's clear the Reaper has it. So who wins the fight? We got from this that Deadpool is stronger, faster, has better abilities, is more versatile, is less vulnerable, and has better weaponry. Meanwhile, Reaper is just more durable, so I think it's kind of clear who wins the fight. Surprisingly, though, Reaper can win. Using his teleportation and tangibility and the ability to negate regeneration, he could very well kill Deadpool, especially considering his attack potency is higher than Deadpool's durability. But that's pretty much it for Reaper, especially when you consider the fact that Deadpool can teleport himself too. Deadpool is just so much faster than Reaper. He could kill Reaper, before Reaper even does anything, since he's also capable of one-shotting Reaper too. Even if his regeneration is a hassle, you could just erase him from existence. So, yeah, it's a little bit one-sided. And that's, just the mainline version of Deadpool. We haven't even got into talking about alternate versions of Deadpool, such as Dreadpool, for example, who's capable of killing people like Thor, Galactus, Doctor Strange, Thanos, etc. And I don't think I need to specify why that would be more than enough to kill Reaper too. If you're to talk about the live-action Deadpool, it's much different. His best, kind of attack potency feat was able to create a small crater, in the ground, equal to around 0.07 tons of TNT, or around small building level. And as for speed, he was able of slicing a bullet, mid-flight at him, and to do that, he would have to be moving around 4,400 miles per hour. And of course, his versatility is much lower in the live-action version compared to his comic counterpart, so that version of Deadpool would end up losing to Reaper, since Reaper would just have much better abilities, be faster, strong enough, and can of course negate his regeneration, so... yeah, comics Deadpool would wipe the floor with Reaper, and Reaper would wipe the floor with live-action Deadpool. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to dislike and subscribe, and yeah, I will see you in the next video.
I told you. You'd die for that. You may have invaded my mind and my body!